Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for November 8th, 2014. Actually, you know what, I'm going to do this for November 8th and 9th because I am somehow a day behind. I don't know, I guess it's just, if I do it in the morning it's okay, but I keep getting pushed. Like today it was raining all day, you couldn't hear me, and it's not, the lights inside aren't bright enough, and because one of them went out, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm just going to catch up with the Thai schedule here because we're a day behind, and so this is going to be for November 8th and 9th. And I think today I'm going to do a relationship spread, just inside, you know, looking at one person and then the outside influences. So it doesn't have to necessarily be one individual relating to another individual. It could be a group or, you know, the outside influences. But if there is a strong relationship, usually that's what ends up coming up, because whatever spirit needs to talk to you about, that's what will end up pushing its way into the reading, whether you like it or not. So anyway, so we will do a tree magic indicator card also, and then I'll do an overall message card at the end. Everything's wet. I don't know why it's raining still, and rainy season is supposed to be over. It's frustrating. But, okay. Turn this to... Okay, I'm going to put this over here. So we have rewards. That's nice. The damson tree. And it says, the promise of future success brings fruitful pleasure and happiness. Okay, so maybe I'll make this a little more symmetrical. And also, all these flowers fell today in the rain, and so we get extra flowers today. Okay, so this is the person we're looking at. So usually this is the person who's watching the video, but it could be opposite. But anyway, this is the person we're looking at, and this is the psychological row, and this is the physical row. And in the psychological position for ourselves, we have pine cone, which is enlightenment, and really understanding the good within the bad, or how everything is truth and beauty, and truth is always good, you know, and how everything is always good, even though it might not appear that way. So it's like no matter what is going on with anything, you can see how it reflects positively on you and your life, and in the world's process of evolution. So it's really about using your own light. Pinecone is, you know, the pituitary gland, so it is it does control the light, and the light controls the pituitary also. There's this relationship between light and kind of the feeling of the images. It's the sensory of goodness within things, or the light of God, or the light of the divine intelligence and love that is always present. So even if something bad is happening or around, you're radiating this light, and it's almost like everything has to submit to that light and that love and that intelligence. So it's also about being the master of your reality, in terms of not that you can control anything, outside of yourself. You can't, but you can embrace everything. You can embrace who people are, how they're acting, what the situation is, how things are going to go, what the learning process for everybody is, what the path of evolution is for everyone. So it's like keeping that light bright within everything in all circumstances, and that's where we are at right now psychologically. That's how we're relating. That's what our state of being is having that enlightenment, where we enlighten the world around us, and not that the bad isn't there. It's just that this bad is under. It's submitting to our power. It's submitting to the light. So it's this really beautiful relationship where everything is set right, and that's enlightenment. So the light is able to have force and power over everything and really shape it and make it what it is. So this is our position now, pine cone. And then the physical position here is Amma, which is the Queen Mother who provides for everybody. We just had this the other day, coming in as a new influence and a new beginning. And so this is what we're having now. We're enjoying this moment of like being able to offer our kindness and our intelligence and our love and our healing and our space and our place and our sense of being, and even providing resources and providing links and relationships to make things happen so that everyone is getting needs met. It's almost like the communication or the waterways, we call it almost in Chinese medicine triple warmer, where you have these like pathways of receiving, and you can really kind of tap into different pathways of reception and bring things, move energy around. And money is energy, and food is energy, and physical things are also energy. So moving the physical world around to provide for everybody, and making sure everybody's provided for in the way that they need, the way that serves them best. And whatever serves one person best, it serves everyone best. So so this is a really nice position here that we're looking at with this person. And even though there is some embracing of the lower negatives, or some embracing of the common physical world, we still have that enlightenment power in our mind, and being able to really change the world around us with that enlightenment. So interestingly, we have what would really happen to a person. This is ha ha ha, and this is what would really happen to a person who is brought enlightenment. Somebody who gains the enlightenment, one of the things that would happen is getting over the chronic states of suffering, over the chronic state of stress, of not being provided for, getting over these chronic states of dis-ease and social dis-ease, and really feeling overwhelmed and I guess, overwhelmed, but feeling overtaken by the world around you. That's the chronic stress, and is about getting over it and really moving beyond things and not allowing them to affect you anymore, and being not that you, again, it's not that you can change the world around you in terms of who people are or what they're going to do, but you can be beyond it, and you don't have to interact with it. And sometimes you might have to interact with it, but then this is still about finding that space and having that breathing room where you're protected and you have that ability to heal. It's like you can still remove the situation from you, even if you have a bad landlord, or even if you have a family member that obviously you can't remove, or if you have something that is an unchangeable. I remember someone saying, "Yeah, I can't leave my job," and yes, sometimes we get stuck in jobs, that we can't really do much about. We need to stay there for many reasons, but we can move beyond the chronic stress, where we really can distance ourselves from the problem and not let them affect us. So this is really being over things, and laughing at them, and not having them really affect us or bring us down. So we all of a sudden have our power, our self-empowerment in our situation, and we are able to turn everything around for our advantage. And this is the outside influence coming in. So this is what other people are doing, or other situations. So the outside influence here is that this person is coming out of a state of chronic stress, but this is in the psychological position. So there's this enlightenment going on with this person, or the enlightenment of this person is helping, really helping this chronic state to heal, and providing that space for this person to heal. And then, also there's this providing of resources for the outside influences here. And then the outside influences coming in the physical world is a very specific, unique snowflake. So this is about the uniqueness, the exactness of a person, and a person's needs, and a person's personality, and a person's lock and fit with others. So there's only certain people that everybody can lock and fit with. We only have a really amazing lock and fit with a handful of people, or a certain smaller amount of people, and then we have we can resonate and relate to everyone to a degree, and then there are just some degrees where we have a really strong lock and fit, where again, we had yesterday the relationship card, and we also have this relationship card coming in here, but the lock and fit of an amazing relationship that brings out the best of both people, and brings the energy into people's lives, and brings the positivity, and when you're in that state and you have that happiness and you have that energy, things get done, and movement happens for everyone. All of a sudden, that power is able to enter in the world for everyone to be graced by. Everybody can enjoy a person who is really complete and whole within themselves, and being able to be that for everybody. So Snowflake is really about being all your colors, and being all your personality, and being your very unique you that only you can be, I mean, I think we can even think back, back to high school or back to college, and there are just certain people that just made the place special, and then they had their special relationships with other people, but, I mean, it was just like the flavor of a person, or the coloring, and the personality, and the, who they are. So, because this is the physical world, I want to say that this person, I do feel like this is a person because of, the uniqueness here and this chronic problem. I mean, not everybody's going through a chronic stress problem, and, maybe everyone is unique, but not everyone has this coming full-blown, they're not always becoming that snowflake to lock and fit and be a, strong personality and unique individuated person. So, individuation is knowing really who you are and being that person. And so anyway, this person here, because I really do feel like this is a person, and we have this couple here. So I want to say, because of this couple, you and Da Vinci, this is a very lifelong partnership here, like a love forever, eternal love here, and devotion and caring about one another. Because of this card here, I really want to say that, this is a one person to another person, rather than, just outside influences. But, maybe for your life you can, apply it to yourself however you see it. But to me, this seems like, I'm going to just say, as one person with the physical state of overcoming chronic states of stress and chronic states of illness and overwhelm, really coming out of that. And it's the greatest feeling to come out of something like that and really turn things around. And the snowflake here is being provided for. This person is really kind of stepping into the physical world. This is the physical world here. So this physical, they're really entering in this physical world as their snowflake. It's almost like they're being recognized. They're being found out by the world. So, overall message here is this lifelong devotion and love between two people. This, the eternal bond that is very unique, that perfect lock and fit here. And so we have the physical world really working out here with physical stuff, because Amma is physical, and then also the person coming into the world really physically. And then in the mental realm, we just have this beautiful healing occurring, enlightenment, and with the enlightenment there's the healing and the purification and the rejuvenation. So anyway, again, this is number 10, and that's really zero factoring our life to the physical world, and just being like understanding the one relationship. And this is, I always think 10 is the card of marriage, and it's the card of completion, and it's the card of we're moving beyond the life of one individual, and we're pairing with another. So that's what I always think of 10 as. And it says, rewards, the damson tree. The promise of future success brings fruitful pleasure and happiness. So I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today. I will post again tomorrow, probably earlier. Hopefully. I actually have Crabby Magazine coming tomorrow to do a story on my chickens. But anyway, I'll keep posting as usual. I just wanted to catch up so we're not a day behind in Thailand anymore. So anyway, I will see you all again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.